So we're on.
We're on. Welcome back to the Dos Leches podcast. I'm your host, Steven. I didn't get a chance to think about any of this.
So I'll try this.
You try first. You go first. I'll go off of what you go.
All right. Welcome back to the Dos Leches podcast. This is your co-host Lennon, aka whoever threw that paper. Your mom's a hoe. With the host of the show, Steven. Come on. Let's think of like another Vine, maybe.
I know
Hey, welcome to Chile.
No, the road work ahead. I sure hope so.
road work ahead. I sure hope
it does. That was funny. Or King Batch. I think if he didn't join Netflix, he'd be making some pretty killer vines.
Or just like killer TikTok, because TikTok.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Killer. I mean, because TikTok is basically Vine 2.0. Take this hat off, man. I'm not trying to die out here. No, I think he definitely would be.
I like his spoon one where it's like, hey bro, can I get a scoop of that? He takes this big ass spoon. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah. He used to make there's a series now on YouTube by a guy named Kai Somar called Sneakerheads Be Like. I think there's 9.5 parts, like give or take, maybe. Yeah, I think there's like 9.5 parts.
Okay.
But King Batch was doing that in Vine era and it was like Sneakerheads. It was usually just called like Sneakerheads or it was like that one friend that steps on your shoes, or it's like when a bitch steps on your shoes and it's like he's walking, the girl steps on his shoe with her heel, and you just see like his bodyguards come around, pick her up, and then swap her with the new one. And he's like, "Don't step on the shoes." Got it? And she's like, "Okay."
It's like the Emperor's New Groove, where it's like, you messed up the Emperor's Groove.
Oh yeah.
They throw him out.
I'm sorry. They're like, "What'd you do?" I messed up the Emperor's
I threw
groove.
off the Emperor's Groove. You what? His groove. The way he lived his life.
I love that movie. I think Kronk is the greatest part of that movie. Who plays Kronk again? It's not Alec Baldwin, is it? Is it Alec Baldwin? Is it Alec Baldwin?
Here, I could do a quick Google search. Give me a second.
No, it can't be Alec Baldwin. His balls aren't that deep.
I mean, Alex Baldwin could be whatever the fuck you want.
It's Alec Baldwin.
I don't remember, but I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, but anyways, tangent aside, we are going to talk today about the top 100 TV shows of all time. Now, this is again by Rolling Stone, so it'll be a similar format to last time, right? We're going to run through 100 to 20, and then basically from 20 forward, we'll give our opinions and try to be honest and be as objective as possible. Say whether those shows deserve that top 20 ranking, because
this is Emperor's New School. It's the one from
some shows straight up just don't deserve
I found
top 1,000.
I found
let me top 1,000,000 shows.
I think. Yeah, I think I found it.
Who is it?
Patrick Warburton.
I think I know who that is.
He also plays Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah, I know what I just don't know what he looks. I'm trying to think of what he looks like. Yeah, he's like.
It's Alex Baldwin.
He looks like Joe.
He is
from.
Joe. He is
Family
Joe.
Guy. No, like his facial features, like he looks like Joe.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we're gonna talk about the top 100 shows. But for next week, we're going to definitely talk about Mayweather versus Paul.
Oh, it's next week.
And then TikTokers versus YouTubers.
I have not
And no, I know, dude. We're gonna jump into it because the press conference for TikTok for the TikTok versus YouTubers. The main card fight, which is Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall, like mid-sentence, gets up and like tackles Austin McBroom. So it kind of takes you back to that like old school like KSI versus Logan Paul.
Yeah.
When like people actually like when the fight actually was like because of like hate, like you genuinely wanted to like kick that kid's butt. and hurt him and enjoy.
Did you see Ryan Garcia training Logan Paul or Jake Paul, wherever the fuck?
No, he
fighting?
was he's training he's out in Puerto Rico with Logan Paul. Jake Paul is out in Puerto Rico as well. That's where he's choosing to train.
Ryan Garcia said the bold statement that he's gonna beef Floyd Mayweather. He said that for clout, obviously.
I know. I don't know though. I mean,
I don't think
he.
As a boxer, I don't feel he should fully believe in that.
I think as a friend, he's like,
sure.
look, I believe in you, but I think as a boxer,
You have to be.
I don't think he wholeheartedly believes it, but maybe as an underdog himself, you know, he's not exactly like he's still building his reputation. Maybe he's like, dude, I've seen this kid. He's a monster. Maybe he knocks him out.
Ryan Garcia's like.
But Logan
5 years
Paul
younger.
has definitely, like, if you see some of his sparring videos with like the camp guys, he draws blood. He really does. Like him as a fighter now versus when he fought KSI is two different guys.
Well, yeah.
Because I think he's learned how to fight.
I'd hope.
Like he's learned how
to.
he's learned how to use his athleticism, not as raw talent, but as kind of an accessory.
Okay.
You know, he's like I think he thought he could beat KSI on pure strength and height and physicality.
Mm-hmm.
But I think now he's looking at it more in the sense of, this is a game of chess. I have to play you.
Yeah.
I can't just kind of come out willy-nilly swinging
Like a dumbass.
Yeah, because that's how street fights always end up terribly. Have you ever remember like in Lucerna? You remember that big popular video that went around where that kid was like swinging with his
with his wrist.
with his palm like this? He was like, yeah, that's what he was doing. And I kid you not,
fight though.
he lost the fight because the other kid, like the kid picked him up and tried to throw him over his back, and I think that kid didn't realize. Yeah, the kid didn't realize he didn't have enough strength to throw him over, so he kind of just held him.
And then you throw him back.
And then he kind of like fell on his back, and so the kid, that was it. But the kid fell on top of him. And in reality, I think what those fights teach you as a person is that, one, just because you shadow box in your bedroom, like dodging air, like that shit doesn't do anything. Like in the middle of a fight, like most people will, like when they see a fist, like they're gonna be like blinking, because obviously for some it's a natural reflex.
Yeah.
You don't want to get punched in the face. But
you don't want to see yourself getting punched in the face.
Yeah. I see the knuckle. Even after it made impact, I still see it.
Smitty's scary.
Spaghetti. Okay, but anyway, so because it's a number 100, we'll you want to try it off 20 and 20? Okay. I'll start off. 100 Eastbound and Down from 2009 to 2013. Oz 97 to 2003. At 99, that confused me. 98, The Golden Girl. Okay, hold up. Golden Girl should be maybe a little bit higher. That's a really popular show. Come on. Betty White? Like what? Okay, 1985 to 1992. Portlandia 97. 96 Gunsmoke. Key and Peele coming at number 5. Wow, Key and Peele
95.
at top 100 though. I think that's an interesting thing. Yeah, 2012 to 2015. 94 Jeopardy.
Let's go, baby.
1964 to 1975, and then 84 to present. Were there two types of Jeopardy?
No, I bet it stopped for whatever.
Oh
reason.
yeah, it's still the one with Alex Trebek. That's why I was curious. Mystery
Trebek
Science Theater 3000 coming in at number 98. I mean 93. My God, what am I? I got dyslexia right now, bro. I swear.
I haven't seen that show in God knows how long.
I have never seen that show.
It's a decent show.
Okay. American Idol at 92. Wait a minute. 2001 and 2016. We still have American Idol though. It's 2021. We still have American Idol.
When was this made?
I think this was made in 2017.
Okay, I think
it might have been a break. It might have been a break. So 91 Broad City, the Dick Van Dyke Show coming at 90. Homeland 89, Party Down 88, Doctor Who coming in at 87, Good Times coming in at 86, The Real World. Wow, that's a pretty that's probably one of MTV's biggest shows behind what, like Jersey Shore,
Bro,
or maybe big. Probably bigger than Jersey Shore because it came out in 92, and it's still been going on. I wonder which one's more. Leave a link. Leave a comment down below. Which
I want to think
which one do you think is more important?
Is a wider audience for MTV?
Yeah, but I feel like Real World is like.
That's the only reason why I would think like.
Oh, Real World is before Ridiculousness.
Oh, of course.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like. I'm pretty sure. I feel like more people watch that. Because I think that show is still going on in 2021.
Well, I don't know if it's still going on in 2021, but at least it's present in 2017.
Yeah. Real Time with Bill Mayer, 84. House of Cards, baller show, dude. And that's a real recent show, actually, too. 83. What? Yeah, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
82, The Jeffersons.
All right.
Dallas coming in at 81. The Fugitive coming in at 80. So you go now.
All right. Oh, I'm lagging. Give me a second. In Living Color at 79. Those would be nice. 30 something at 78. 77. The Walking Dead.
Good. Solid.
Solid place. 76. Late Night with Conan O'Brien. That's a good one.
That's a great show.
That's a great show.
Oh man, it's Conan O'Brien, dude.
75. American Crime Story. People versus O.J. Simpson.
Wait a minute. This movie came out in that show came out in 2016.
Yeah, it was a 10-part series?
It was.
Yeah, it says 10
10
parts.
or yeah.
It says 10 part here.
It was 10 parts with what's his name from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Raymond from Everyone Loves Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond, and then it had the first Warhawk from Iron Man. Not
Don Cheadle.
Not Don Cheadle, the first guy.
I don't know.
Something Junior. I know that's his name.
Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle's gonna fuck up LeBron James in this movie.
Okay,
right.
keep going.
74, The Ren and Stimpy Show. Let's go. Better than O.J. Simpson. What the? Hey, look, it's your buddy.
Hi, Birdie. Oh my gosh, a dog. Anyways.
It's loading. 73, Transparent. And then we have
some of these shows are
72.
a lot of these are HBO shows.
Girls.
You realize that?
I'm pretty sure most of these are gonna be HBO shows.
Yeah. Okay,
71.
HBO is really coming in with the
71, Mr. Show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this one, next one, classic. I used to watch this.
Roseanne.
Roseanne.
I know.
Roseanne.
69, The Ted Sullivan Show.
The Ed Sullivan.
Or the Ed Sullivan Show. 68, The State. I'm just adding like.
That's another MTV show.
And it's better than the other one apparently.
Maybe we'll get Troy the dog to come in, make a cameo.
Yeah.
Anyways.
67, The Odd Couple. 66, Downtown Abbey.
Oh, this is an English show, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, welcome to the aristocratic English courtside circa 1912. But is this Downtown Abbey is an actual like British sitcom, right? Like it's not American.
It was a British sitcom, but it was very popular in America, so that's probably why they added it here.
Okay.
65, Happy Days. 64, The Chappelle Show.
Oh, yeah, no, Hulu, no, HBO. HBO has the Chappelle Show on it. So if you guys never have seen it, watch it. It's a great show.
I'm lagging a bit. You might need to cover me real quick.
Oh, okay. 63, The Wonder Years with Fred Savage. Best coming of age show ever. I mean, definitely top 3. Like when you think of like coming of age stories, that's the show. Sex in the City.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like you can't have a show. You can't have a top
100 list
without Sex in the City because the cult and fanatics for Sex in the City would probably hunt you down.
Yeah, Rolling Stones would not be a thing if they.
Yeah, if they said Sex in the City didn't make it, people would be like, "Hi, editor? Yeah. Where's Rolling Stones headquarters? Oh, Manhattan? Okay, just curious. When does the office open?" And you see like just someone walking with a big old package. Here you go. And they walk away and it's just fucking mad explosion. This is because you didn't put Sex on the City.
Or like they hand them like the detonator and it's like the bombs are already set on like the main pillars of the building, and they just
do some real what do you call it? I don't remember that serial killer's name. The guy who blew everything up.
Boston Bomber guy?
No, not that guy. It's worse. He blew up runners. No, there's a guy. When I used to listen to my true crime stuff. He went to a CIA building and put C4 on the actual pillars of the underground parking, and detonated it, and like literally like that building, and then the building to, I think it was in San Francisco, and the building to the right collapsed inward, kind of like the Twin Towers. Like, you know how when they got hit they collapsed downwards?
Yeah.
It was like that, except it started from the base, so a lot more damage was done.
I have it. So 61.
Yeah, sorry, that was super grim.
Yeah. 61, your show of shows. 60, Beavis and Butthead. Great show.
That's a good show.
59, Hill Street Blues. 58, Roots.
That's Roots. Oh, wait. Roots ran for only 8 episodes, but it changed the way Americans saw its own history. The topic of slavery was an unspeakable taboo in U.S. culture until this mini-series brought the horrifying details to life. Roots, setting records in January 1977, 100 million Americans tuned in live as it followed Alex Haley's family history from Africa to slave ship to the plantation without any attempt to water down the violence for mainstream appeal. I've heard of this show. That's why I was like,
I heard of it. But
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But nowadays we do thankfully have a lot more media covering those terrible times, you know. The Help is a really good one. A good book and a good movie. I've never read it. I've seen the movie. But I heard the book made it's like very like emotional, in a good way. Not in a good way.
In a good way.
I don't know. But eye-opening. I don't know. Yeah, however you want to say it.
57, Faulty Towers. Get the fuck off the topic.
24. Oh.
24.
That's a CIA movie, right?
It's not a movie. It's a show.
Or but that's not the one with that's the
Crisis Point. Each episode another hour of Jack racing the clock.
Agent Jack Bauer saves our nation. Yeah, that's funny.
55, 6 Feet Under.
Next. Ooh, wow! Wait a minute. The Muppet is beating Golden Girls. There's no way the Muppet Show is more popular than
I don't think the
that
Goldberg
anyone could
Report
literally
is
watch.
better than Golden Girls, and that's higher than the list.
Wait, what is?
The Colbert Report.
Wait, where's that? Oh, 52. You missed. Oh, 53 was the Bob Newhart show. The Colbert Report. Yeah, right. Wait a minute. This one says anyone can read the news to you. I promise to feel the news at you. With the mission statement, Daily Show correspondent Stephen Colbert set off in a whole new approach to fake news, playing a character named Stephen Colbert, who happened to be a conservative twit dedicated to the principle of truthiness and pushing the slogan, "Blame America last." We want people to be in pain and confused by the Rolling Stones in 2006. I have no problem making things up because I have no credibility to lose. The Colbert Report remains sorely missed, especially in the election year like this one. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Is it Steve? Which is the Late Night with Steve who?
Steve Colbert.
Is that the same guy? The same cat that's in this show? I've never seen that show. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
Fargo's
a good show.
That's a great show. And that one's on HBO, I believe, as well.
A lot of things are on HBO.
HBO's got great shows, man.
50, ER. I'll cover you while you load that up. A
Oh, yeah.
49.
There you go. No, I'm good.
Taxi.
Ooh, Taxi.
Okay, you got it then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dude, 48 The Office. That's got to be higher. That's
Let's see what's
I love
after.
okay,
Oh, yeah,
that,
you
that
need to
well,
cover me 'cause my shit is fucking
that's
up.
biased because
I love The Office.
I love The Office. Especially because as kids, the meme that we could use the most was that's what she said. Remember? Like that was like
That's what she said.
your teacher would be like, "Hi guys, good morning. How are you doing? Did you have a good morning?" You'd be like, "That's what she said," and it even though it didn't make sense to anyone else, in your head you just wanted to say it, and it was dumb, and it was.
One show, if it's not on here, I'm gonna lose my shit and I'm probably gonna throw something.
It's definitely better than the UK version. I'll put it that way. I've seen the UK version. It's shit.
It's dog shit. I didn't watch it.
It's
'cause
terrible.
I know it's dog shit.
Like it's actually bad. The Rockford Files, the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Battlestar Galactica
Damn.
45.
Didn't that show get canceled? After like how many? This show ended on
The
like
70s original was
unfinished,
a
right?
promising but failed sci-fi franchise. One of the networks rushed out the wake of Star Wars, but Ronald D.
the Moore's version was the
The
rare
rare
reboot that topped the original, with a space colony of humans escaping the cyclones and searching for a home somewhere in the universe, maybe called Earth.
Possibly.
Columbo. That's a detective show. If Paul Walker, Texas Ranger, isn't on here, I don't know what other detective show we would need, but besides like SVU.
SVU is definitely gonna be on here. There's no way SVU.
It's gotta be. Okay.
If it's not on here, I'm actually.
I'm actually gonna throw the phone. The Americans. NYPD Blue. You think Chips is on here? You know what Chips is?
I know
California
of the
Highway
name.
Patrol Service.
Oh, if it's not on here, I'm literally throwing something.
Lenny's gonna throw a lot of shit.
I'm gonna
now.
throw my phone. I'm gonna pick it up and then throw it again.
The Honeymooners coming in at. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I ordered we Battlestar Galactica was 45, Columbo 44, 43 The Americans, 42 NYPD Blue.
We skipped the American.
No,
That's
I
right.
said it.
You said it?
Yeah, but I just didn't say the number. 41 The Honeymooners, so now we're all caught up. 40 The Shield.
Ooh, 39 Lost.
Oh, that's a good show, but it's too long.
Well, yeah.
There's like
fucking
50 seasons of
a
Lost.
bajillion seasons.
Buffy
38,
the Vampire Slayer coming in at 38.
37, the Orange is the New Black.
Ooh, that is a good show.
It's a good show. I'm not gonna say it's not a bad show.
Wait a minute.
37?
36 is Law and Order. Which one?
Law
Dick
and
Wolf's
Order.
long running procedural
I think it
created
just
its own
means the whole
formula.
thing.
Gruesomely violent crimes ripped from the headlines. Clock punching cops. Idealistic lawyers. Stern judges who bang the gavel and say, "I'll allow it." Each character a different cog in the criminal solving machine until the trial scene at the end.
Have you seen what's his name? It's a
Wait,
comedian.
that's it? It's just like, is it all of them? Because not all of them are good. Literally,
They're
only
just
SVU is good.
There's
Which name another Law and Order that's good?
Miami Vice. I don't know.
It's not even a real one.
There's one Miami, isn't there?
No. And Miami Vice is an actual cop show from like the 80s,
Oh.
where they wear white tuxedos and pink tank tops.
What's his name?
And every time they see you, they were like,
Oh,
"Hey,
Mulaney.
freeze, Buster!" And you were like, "Oh no, I'm caught by such a handsome cop." And they're like, "Look here, buddy. I'm gonna take your ass in,
if
and I'm gonna
Miami Vice
get
is not into it-
margaritas at 4 with my hot date that I just met on the beach." And you're like, "Oh no, you're so good at your job." Like,
So if Miami Vice is
I
not
totally
on here, we're throwing something.
Miami Vice is not that. And every time they got shot at, the criminals, like, kid you not, would shoot like this. Like, they'd have like both hands on the gun and they'd be like aiming down sight. They'd be like bang, bang,
The miss.
everything missing. They'd be in the middle going like this. Ba 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 ba. like shooting this way. Like they're in front, they're like this, bang, 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 and the bullet would somehow ricochet off of a street through a cab window.
We need to watch MacGyver.
And then just
have you watched MacGyver?
Shoot them in the leg. No, I've never seen.
Oh my god, you need to watch MacGyver.
And Miami Vice though. Miami Vice gave us some of the greatest. It gave us the other. It was Stark. Have you ever seen Stark and Husky?
No.
With Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. They're like 70s cops. One's a real like stickler for the rules, and the other one's this like loose, cool guy on the street. That's kind of like Miami Vice gave us that too.
Oh, but I was gonna make the joke. You know, John Mulaney's SV joke with his Ice Cube joke. No. Because Ice Cube makes like the most vulgar, like it makes it more vulgar than it has to be.
Oh.
He's like, so you're telling me that this girl got raped in the ear?
Whoa, wait. Just preference it. If these things sound, or these are some explicit words, if this is like uncomfortable, just skip ahead.
Nah, I'm already done.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the joke. Well, because
it goes off like that. Seen that joke?
Yeah, because he's like, because he talks about, he's like, so you're gonna tell me that he cut her, took her little organs out, and then played with them? And then it's always like, and he was talking about one episode where like I think they were talking about a little kid, and he was like, so he says all these gruesome things right about her getting cut up and stuff, and then he's like, so about that 12-year-old girl again. Let me repeat my.
It's always gotta come myself again.
It's always gotta come back even when because it's about children.
Yeah.
So 35, My So-Called Life. 34, 30 Rock. I'm kind of pissed that they didn't put 30 Rock at 30.
Kind of. 33 South Park.
33 South Park. What? South Park's not higher? 32. That show's been canceled and re-aired how many times?
A lot.
Probably more times than we've been than that. Yeah, 97 to present. I Love Lucy 32. Sesame Street 31. Okay, Sesame Street can't be above. What do you call it? Any show. Besides, like, I don't know.
Wait, so you mean it shouldn't be on here?
Like it can be on here, but it definitely shouldn't be as high as it is.
I mean,
it's 31, dude.
It's such a
no, because I didn't watch it.
It's an influential show for many people.
I didn't watch Sesame Street.
It was an influential show for me.
I watched the Elmo's World and I blocked it out. All I came in for was like do 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 Elmo's World, and then the mid Elmo's World, and then he'd be like. Clap!
Goldfish.
The goldfish too. Yeah. And then remember when he would say goodbye, he'd be like, "Wave by the elbow."
We're gonna get DMCA because they sang it so perfectly.
That's what you gotta go.
Sesame Street wants our ass because we sang this song.
MSG's gonna be real quick. You gotta go. Do
Elmo's World.
Sorry,
Elmo's World.
Sir, I'm currently rocking at a D flat. Elmo World is definitely within an E sharp. 2 different keys. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Carson coming in at 30. Okay, your turn. Oh, this one.
Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Anything Monty Python is funny.
Yeah.
The movies are great.
We're gonna switch off now, I guess.
Oh, what?
Or I'll keep going.
No, go to 20 and then we'll switch off.
The X-Files at 28.
That show sucks. I don't know why people like the X-Files. That show's freaking terrible.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is like the novelty of X-Files.
They're like, oh yeah, aliens, dude. And then you watch it, it's like, Amanda, I think I was probed last night. And you're like, were you really? No, I had a dream. And it's like cut, and it's always that doo-doo-doo sound.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why.
That's the whole people like. Yeah, it's like that. What's the storyline? You have one guy and a girl who can't solve who can't solve alien cases, and then the aliens are like look stupid in the show to begin with. If you like when they show one.
27, Arrested Development.
X-Files, fix your shit. Arrested Development needs to be higher. That's a great show.
26, Friends.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Friends would have been higher. You didn't think Friends would be higher?
it's good that it's not that high, in my opinion.
The Friends reunion comes out, I think, this week or maybe
Okay.
next week on HBO, and people are already losing their minds.
25 Veep. If this was based on popularity, Friends would be probably one of the highest shows.
But that's what I'm saying. Is this not based on popularity?
No, it's
'Cause
based on their trolls.
How else do you rate TV?
24 Friday Night Lights.
That's a pretty big show.
23 Deadwood.
Ooh.
22 Louis.
Louis C.K. stubbornly altruistic.
I'm gonna lose my
sitcom.
fucking shit. Why the fuck is it here?
Wait a minute. Why is Louis C.K. on here?
No, why the fuck is this here?
At 21? Wait. Before we get to that, wait. We are not going to talk about the fact that at 22 is a show made by a guy who was accused of BAPE minus the B plus an R with girls.
I don't give a fuck. The Office UK is at 21.
What do you mean you don't care?
I don't care.
He actually did this stuff.
All right, take it off. It doesn't exist.
But it doesn't matter. That should be making more upset too, because it beat The Office US.
This beat The Office US. This pisses me off.
Wait a minute. We gotta go one at a time.
No, I don't want to look at it anymore. We're gonna skip over it. We're not gonna say what 21 is. Well, you already know what 21 is.
Okay, 21 is The Office UK. But wait. Let's read why. Ricky Gervais created one of TV's most agonizing comic triumphs in David Brent, a bitter, awkward, populist ball of vanity terrorizing his employees at a London paper company. He fidgets, fondles his tie, cracks awful jokes, plays guitar, free love freeway, in parentheses, invisible to anyone except for the long-suffering office drones who have to put up with him. This mockumentary raised the cringe level of sitcoms everywhere, spawning the unsurprisingly great US version, also on this list, while paving the way for glories of Parks and Recs and Peep the Show. Okay, Parks and Recs is a great show, but it shares a lot of similarities to The Office, so you can't really do much with that. But I
said I was gonna throw something and I threw it.
don't think the UK version of The Office is any good.
All right, I'm gonna go pick up.
Anyway, double throw. Anyways, cheers. Coming in at 20. I mean, don't you want to go to a place that knows your name?
Sure. Fuck.
When you drink alcohol, don't you want your buddy to inhibit you more
Hooters.
frequently?
What the fuck are you on about?
When your friend says, "I like Hooters because of the wings." Cap.
So I was listening to the, you know TMG, the YouTube group.
Is that the one with Cody Ko?
Cody Ko and Noel Miller.
Yeah.
So
I love those guys. I love Cody Ko.
They had one where they were doing a relationship advice, or they were doing something, and they were saying, it was like I took my recently gay son to Hooters to try to change him back. He's like there were like 3 sessions of Hooters. Instantly chose my homie back. Chose Uncle Henry. 3 sessions of Hooters. He was lighting the woman again.
That's terrible. Number 19, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Number 18, Star Trek. Which Star Trek?
The show.
I'm not even a Star Trek fan, and even I know there's multiple ones.
Woo! I'm happy. Not Star Trek. I don't give a fuck about Star Trek.
Oh, Twin Peaks.
I'm just happy that Twin Peaks is on this.
Isn't this a mystery show?
Such a good fucking show. Yeah.
That's a mystery show, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. MASH. That's a.
Fuck, I haven't heard of MASH in God knows how long.
That's an OG show
That's
right there.
old
That's
show.
OG. 1972 to 1983. The West Wing coming in at number 15. The heck? The Larry Sanders Show coming in at 14. Dude.
The Late Night with David Letterman at 13. That's a good. I mean,
David Letterman, amazing guy.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, David Letterman.
12, Game of Thrones. I mean, I don't know. I never got into Game of Thrones as much as other people did. So
That's a new show.
It's a good show, but
that's a new show though. Okay, hold up. whoever wrote this list, I want to ask them real quickly. Did you watch the nude scenes or no? Because if you didn't,
then the show's not.
The show's not good because everybody sadly knows that for some dumb reason they like to add very important dialogue mid-sex scenes. Literally, they'll be having sex and halfway through they're like, "Did you know that Tyrannus is coming to kill me?
Bang,
I think he's gonna do it next week." And then back to sex, and then all of a sudden next week's episode he's killed, and you're like, where was the plot? Who wrote? Like, was I supposed to know this? And then I wish they would put the end credits. By the way, if you didn't watch the sex scene, you missed about 90% of all the show. Thanks.
I'm happy with the 11th spot. I'm really
happy
with the 11th spot.
I don't know. Game of Thrones and the ending. The ending was shit.
At least this show's above Game of Thrones, and I'm happy. And that's number 11.
Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, geez, right there.
Freaks and Geeks.
When Seth Rogen and James Franco actually didn't smoke weed and were trying to pretend to. But it probably introduced them to real weed.
And that's why they're drug addicts.
And that had the girl from the original what's it called? From one of the first Scooby-Doo movies. Velma. The girl, the main girl?
Yeah.
That's Velma.
Oh.
With glasses.
Just with glasses?
I'm dead serious.
That's why I couldn't tell they had glasses.
Yeah.
on.
The Daily Show with Trevor Noah or with John Oliver?
It better be with John Oliver.
The fake news show that became more credible than
It's
the
with
real
John.
news.
Okay, it's with John.
Okay, with Jon Stewart. It's got that one. It's got John Oliver
and Samantha
Bee. But now the Daily Show is with. But I feel like the Daily Show with Trevor Noah is just as funny. It's a little bit more comedic, I think, and less like blatantly like what's the word? Blatantly like satire.
Oh, okay.
It's because back then I think it was presented in a way that was satire, more satirical than it was comedic.
Okay.
Right? But now like Trevor Noah's got like a 1, 2, 3 punchline. 1, 2, 3 punchline. 1, 2, 3 punchline with the news. Right? It's always like Donald Trump is coming out of his airplane. Look at the wig on that guy. And like that's it.
Bah.
Or it's like last week Donald Trump was playing 18 rows of golf while the rest of the world was dying from a global pandemic. Guess you can say he really hit a hole-in-one on that one.
Have you seen that? Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
Where he slaps him, he's like
I love that. Or we gotta do a dad jokes episode one day, dude. Just, For the rest of the episode, we're not allowed to laugh any other way but that way.
Okay.
All in the Family, very good show. Saturday Night Live, I mean, come on, dude. Oh my God, top 10. We're at top 10. We're apologies. Top 10. The Daily Show, from 1996 to present.
That's a good one. That's good.
All in the Family, 1971 to 79.
Oh, I don't have it anymore. You have to say them.
After that, I mean, the All in the Family is. I mean, it's kind of literally it's dealt with everything. I think it says it here. All in the Family went where TV never dared before: racism, homophobia, abortion, gun control, premarital sex, religion. Everything was fair game. That's exactly what it says, and I agree. It's a very real show. Real topics, I mean. Number 8, Saturday Night Live. Top recently not the greatest. But when John Mulaney, when Nick Kroll, back in the 80s with Adam Sandler and Kevin James, Chris Rock,
when it was good.
That era of SNL was my childhood. That's what I grew up watching. I would watch that stuff on replay. That's where I learned what stand-up was. That's when I learned how to fall in love with stand-up comedy. If it wasn't for SNL, I wouldn't have saw Bill Burr. I wouldn't have saw John Mulaney. I wouldn't have saw Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. Every kid, Dan Cook, every kid under the blue moon, I wouldn't have seen if it wasn't for SNL. Because a lot of them are writers, and they don't get the broad, like they don't get the sunlight like a Pete Davidson. but they're the ones really, getting the grind work in and really like hitting the nail on the coffin so if a joke's bad, it's not the actors, it's the writer.
Uh,
Live from New York Saturday night, more than 40 years after the not ready for primetime players first invited comedy as rock and roll, reinvented comedy as rock and roll, as Lorne Michaels likes to say, we don't go on because we're ready, we go on because it's 11:30. SNL keeps the electric edge energy running, even if that means flopping for episodes or even entire seasons at a time. Everybody that likes the classic 1970s cast, John Belushi, Glyda Radner, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, was too wild and crazy to replace. But, no. SNL gave the world Eddie Murphy in the 1980s, Mike Myers and Chris Rock in the 90s, Will Ferrell and Tina Fey in the 2000s, Kate Mickens and Aidy Bryant today. People keep deciding this time it's really Saturday Night Dead, yet time after time it surges back. That dude. Yeah, dude. SNL is if you can make on if you're the top 1% in SNL, you're gonna make it in a comedy career, which is great. The Twilight Zone. Ooh.
Oh, they have what's the guy, Bill Hader, the guy that covers his mouth when they do the news. Do you see it?
Where?
What's him? What's his name? I forgot his name. In the show.
Oh, yeah, Bill. It is Bill Hader. The guy from he plays
Stefan.
No, but he also does. He's in It. He's in It too. He's the grown-up version of Mikey.
But isn't his name like Stefano or something? Stefan?
I think so. No, I think it's Stefan.
It's Stefan. He's like.
Yeah, I like that. 1959 to 64. Let's see what they say. This is the dimension of imagination.
Oh, you said 7 Twilight Zone? Did you say?
Yeah. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone. Rod Serling's sci-fi analogy series is the opposite of a period piece. It can still blow your mind today with Sterling's gritty, staccato introduction and a host of supernatural scenarios. The best Twilight Zone episodes looked for freakdom in the everyday. Space invaders posting as hot rod greasers, suburban neighborhoods turning into hysterical mobs.
Oh, I remember
grotesque death masks. Masks will kill you. That shit should be coming out today.
I remember that so much.
Talking dolls. Countless vignettes remain classics. From William Shatner staring out the airplane window and seeing a gremlin on the wing, to Richard Keel as the gigantic smiling alien who arrives with the solution to all of Earth's problems, simply because he wants to serve man. The Twilight Zone, I think, is a beautiful anthology that, like, I'm not a big sci-fi fan, but I think what I like about it is that it's sci-fi in the sense of it's not tied to space necessarily. Okay. Because I feel like a lot of sci-fi shows are like, I'm an alien, I'm going to invade, or oh my god, Earth did this and blew up and shit like that, and we gotta find another place. Oh no, we got invaded by aliens. Like, it's always something like that.
Okay.
But I feel like what I liked about this is like it had ghosts. It had, there was one of my favorite episodes was this guy wakes up in a car and he goes to a booth and he tries to call someone, but the booth just has the dead sound. He puts it back and he's looking around. He walks into a bar, like a coffee shop, and he's waiting. He's like, hello.
When everything's empty, it's like
yeah, and he's like, hello, and he walks around, and it kind of, in reality, that episode is nothing more than just this. It's a story of complete and absolute loneliness. Mm-hmm. There's thousands of different things you can pull from that one episode, and the freakiness of it, and you get to watch it, is him losing sanity, because it's just him. Like, human nature is relationships.
My favorite one is one where they talked about it. The one where is it? That's the Simpsons. the suburban neighborhoods turning into hysterical mobs.
Yes, I
That's
remember
probably my
that
favorite
one. That
But
one was really
the,
good.
It's the aliens just turning off and on the lights. That's like the end. It's like they're trying to see how strong people's like minds are, and so they're like, there's supposed to be like a monster like turning off and on the lights in the house.
That's
And
funny.
they just end up like going hysterical and killing each other by the end of the show, by the end of the episode.
It's
fucking crazy.
And plus the intro, welcome to the Twilight Zone. That, I mean, you just get goosebumps.
Another one of my favorites where it's another guy where the guy, he like, I forget what happens, but he was like a kid, and then like the next thing he knows, he's a grown up, and he like goes back to his dad, and he convinces his dad, and he's like, his dad finds the wallet, and he's like, where did you get this picture?
I was wondering if that, I honestly, I watched that one, and I felt like when I watch Big, I always think of that episode because it kind of makes me wonder if Disney got that idea from the Twilight Zone and kind of, made it a little bit more like kid friendly. Like he makes a wish upon us, the Zorg machine, right? And he wants to be big, right? And so now he's big. Now he's an adult. Now he's got to, live the hard life of an adult. But anyways, coming in at number 6, The Simpsons. What a list would be without The Simpsons? The longest running show of all time. Who's your favorite Simpsons character?
Session Bob.
Serial killer? You are a serial killer. That's what you like to say about. Yeah.
That's like his character.
There's no other reason why you would like that. He's the Carnage of that universe. You realize that?
That's why I like him.
That's why you like him? They should do a mashup with Carnage and Sideshow Bob. It would just be Carnage times 2.
I mean, other than that, probably Ralph.
I like Krusty Burger.
I like Ralph.
I like Krusty.
I'm in danger.
I like Krusty because he's like, I feel like that's what I want. Have you seen the Ronald McDonald meme where he's at a house, he's like, bitch, I'm gonna lose my mind. Wake the fuck up! And he starts like swinging.
I have not seen
And it's a dude in it's a guy in a Ronald McDonald suit, and he like loses his mind. He's like, and he starts like chasing people, starts chasing them.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like the meme is always like me when it's like the meme is always like when they tell us that you should be scared of me in quarantine. It's like, no, be scared of me in quarantine. Right? I feel like Krusty would be the realistic Ronald McDonald. Just kind of this weird, creepy guy. You don't know if the burger's really made out of burger meat, like out of cows.
So, okay, let's do this. What's the hottest Simpsons character? Instantly, Mindy comes to mind. Do you remember Mindy? She was like in like one of like a couple episodes.
I think I remember, but I don't know.
It was the one that fell in love with Homer.
Oh,
his coworker.
Honestly, I don't know. I like the hottest one. Can I give it to when they remade Donald Trump in The Simpsons?
Yes.
That was fire.
God damn.
Sick boy. You're a sick boy. Number 5,
boy.
Seinfeld. Okay. Hold up. Hold the phone here. It's Seinfeld. Why?
It's because of Seinfeld.
Because of Jerry Seinfeld. What?
Get out of the taxi.
Seinfeld's funny, but
what's the deal with airplane food?
My favorite episode is when the fat guy, I forget his name, I'm sorry, is licking envelopes for his
I like
marriage or his engagement party or whatever. Yeah, his marriage party, like in marriage invites. So I remember I saw Game Theory and it made me laugh because it was like technically if you lick that much you'd actually get like glue poisoning. And I was like, oh, I guess I never thought of it that way. It's pretty funny.
I like Soup Nazi.
Ooh,
no soup for you. But I want the soup. No soup for you.
Number 4, Mad Men. That's a great show, dude.
I actually haven't seen Mad Men.
It's a very good show. It's like blue collar
crime
show,
okay.
but like set in like whatever, like the 60s or 70s or some shit like that. I don't remember right now. But it's these guys, you know, like it's very much supposed to paint this world of like you know, like when we watch Instagram and you see the guys like, I'm an entrepreneur. Why aren't you? Because you're not waking up at 4 a.m. selling stuff and cold calling guys on LinkedIn. That's what it is. But back then, so a lot of them are like, they come in, they're like, what's up, Joe? What are you doing? They're like, I'm doing nothing, Peter, you know, just, you know, working hard, trying to get home to the, you know, ball and chain there. Right? But at the end, like right when they turn around, they're like, I'm going to get Peter fired. And I'm going to take his corporate job. I'm going to get a salary raise. And then I'm going to buy myself a Rolex and sleep around with New York. That was it. And that's really all it is.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of like businessmen.
Businessmen being businessmen.
Like what the most typical thing you would think a businessman is.
Okay. Number 3.
Breaking Bad. I mean, great, one of the best shows of all time. I'm very surprised. Okay. This show came out in 2008. It's 2021.
Okay.
Do you think it still holds up to this day? Do you think Breaking Bad,
as a show,
with the actors, and with production, do you think it's still a quality show? I think it's as good as some stuff coming out now.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, I love it because it's that rise and fall of Walter White. You know, it's a teacher who's suffering from a real issue, right? Cancer. That's not, you know, that's a shit kills people, literally. And he's got to make money for his family. But it's almost the fun part is almost watching him get all that money and all that power. It's kind of like Scarface. You know how he gets important, and even at the end, right, when he's getting shot through through his body, like, come on, I'm not dead yet. Come here, keep shooting me, like keep shooting, keep giving it to me. Like, look at me, I'm still standing. And it's at that last part where that guy comes in with the shotgun and just pushes and, you know, blows his back out. He falls in the water. It's that beautiful mirroring in Breaking Bad with that last, you know, shootout at the end. You know, I think but I love it too because it's so good. Most of the characters are so well written that even when you watch like Call Sal, that's a good show. Even when you know, so like, even though there's technically only one spinoff, I feel like if they made like maybe one with Jesse, like maybe before he met Walter and maybe like while he was meeting Walter, but from another, like, you know, viewpoint from his, I think that would still be a really good show. Like, it wouldn't get old. You get what I mean? Because they just did such a good job with it. You know? I actually ended up hating Walter at the end. Like, I was like, kind of like, bro, sit down, retire. Stop. You're so close.
Stop.
I was like, dude, you literally got your money. Get out and go. But he was like, no. We could do this on a better level. We could get it undetected. We could do this and that.
That's how that reminds me of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. And that's what I love about it. It's such a blend of a lot of my favorite movies, from Scarface to The Wolf of Wall Street to
I'm not leaving.
You know,
I'm not fucking leaving.
To Godfather. You know, it's just a beautiful show that I think you could watch it now, rewatch it, and you're still gonna learn something about the characters, about you know, the villains, about the environment. It's a great show. You haven't seen it yet?
I've seen.
Give it a shot. I've watch it again.
Parts of it. I've seen the good parts of it.
You don't have to binge watch it, but really give it a shot. Really enjoy and really watch it, because you will not regret it. It's a really, 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 really good show.
It's not a good show. I'm gonna throw something.
So, top 2 now. Coming in, no peeking at number 1, you asshole. I already know you.
I already did.
Number 2, The Wire. So, let's see what they say. You come at the king, you best not miss. Former reporter David Simpson aimed high with his epic HBO tale of the drug game in Baltimore.
It's Simon.
What'd I
said
say?
Simpson. I was like,
My
huh?
bad.
That's pretty cool. I looked at it. It says
I haven't
Simon.
fully seen The Wire, but I've seen some episodes, and
I mean, I've heard of it. but I
they're
don't
really they're
remember.
very good. They're very good episodes. The few episodes I've seen, I've enjoyed it. Like I didn't zone out. Building an entire city full of corrupt politicians, corner boys, and cops who keep learning the biggest crime is giving a fuck when it ain't your turn to give a fuck. Each season tells a different story. The Barksdale gang in season 3, the Doomed School Kids in season 4. After the first season, I thought, "There's no way I'm being renewed," Simon told Rolling Stone. But no one has ever told us to stop. I mean, any schmuck can make over 50 hours of TV on what ails the American city, and expecting people to watch it deserves what he gets. The Wire gave us characters no one had seen before, from Idris Elba's menacing Stinger Bell to Robert F. Chu's endlessly quotable Proposition Joe. But Michael K. Williams created the ultimate badass with Omar, the shotgun-toting trenchcoat Avenger. As Joe told Omar, "A businessman such as myself does not believe in bad blood with a man such as yourself. Disturbs the sleep." As another famous man once said, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman." You're welcome. That's all I wanted to say. And
No, see you later.
there you go. And so that, I mean, come on, it's a good show. I haven't seen it all through, but the few episodes I have, it's it's a very good crime drama. But coming in at number 1, probably one of my favorite TV shows of all times, and I'm talking about the good, the bad, the Italian. It's the fucking Sopranos. If one family won't kill them, the other one will. That's actually on the poster that my dad has in his office.
I know.
By the way,
'cause I
shout out,
walk in-
Dad. If you do leave that office, I'm taking that poster, I'm putting it in my office, so that when a client comes and sees me when I'm a lawyer, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he must really like The Sopranos."
I mean, it's not even.
I'll
in
be
the
like,
office
"It's
people
loosely
walk
based
into.
off my life."
That office is locked all the time.
Yeah, nobody goes in there.
I
He only
mean, I've been in it because I
He
had to
only
grab
uses
something.
it for like TV interviews
And then,
because
like,
it looks nice.
hey,
But
see
it's a
this-
waste.
You see this badass Sopranos poster? I have?
Yeah,
It's
you-
on the floor
you-
technically because
you
it's
s-
on the bottom.
You see this Sopranos posters? My wife got it for me for my anniversary. Guess where I put it?
Somewhere you're not gonna see it.
In the floor. So, anyways, let's see what they say. The crime saga that cut the history of TV in two, kicking off a golden age when suddenly anything seemed possible. With The Sopranos, David Chase smashed all the rules about how much you could get away with on a small screen. And he created an immortal character, anti-hero, in James Gandolfini's New Jersey mob boss, Tony Soprano, presiding over a crew of gangsters who also doubled as damaged husbands and dads, men trying to live with their murderous secrets and dark memories. As the late great Gandolfi told Rolling Stones in 2001, "I heard Dave Chase say that one time, that's about people who lie to themselves, as we all do, lying to ourselves on a daily basis and the mess it creates." I think for me, this show, I would put it at at 1 or 2 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So to see it at number 1 here is very, very comforting. Because I'm surprised that a show like Entourage didn't make it.
Oh, that's true.
Because Entourage,
That's right.
for many guys and many ladies, humans, non-binaries,
Individuals
existing
attack helicopters.
personnel. It's a very good. It's a very good show. It's big enough to where Nike made an Entourage pack of shoes, friends and families for for the guys, and collectors have it. It's very beloved. But yeah, I think The Sopranos is definitely like a top 3 show of all time because of the fact that it's you get both sides of the coin of where, yes, that's your anti-hero, right? You kind of feel for him, you love him, you hate him at times, and you see some real messed up shit happen, from his nephew's girlfriend getting shot, to him killing his best friend, to his wife leaving him, to his daughter hating him, to killing his daughter's boyfriend. And then you get to see the flip coin of that from his wife's perspective, from his daughter's perspective, from his son's perspective, where when he's in the hospital, his son doesn't call him dad. He says, Tony Soprano's not dying. Like, his dad might die, but he never called him dad for a while. He's just calling him, like, nah, he's Tony Soprano. Like, I love that they made him this bigger than life guy to his peers and to the family. But then they counter that with, he's got to go to therapy because he has anxiety problems, anger issues, depression, all from his mom. And you start to realize that maybe this big bad wolf is big and bad because he's fucking scared all the time. And I love that about it. I loved the juxtaposition of that, because it's awesome. That's like if you were a that's like if you went to the gym every day, lifted 300, but you couldn't do a push-up. That's awesome to me. Especially when it comes to TV shows. But you haven't seen The Sopranos, huh?
I've seen the poster. Like,
the poster's baller. The poster's baller. I'm gonna take that poster now. I really want it.
Take it. Your dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Your dad doesn't even use it.
Yeah. Anyways, though, was there a show that you think is in your top 3 that wasn't on the list?
I mean, my top 3 would probably be, since I didn't watch Breaking Bad or Sopranos.
That's what I'm saying. For you personally, right now, your top 3 shows, what are they? Like, that didn't make the list.
Probably The Simpsons.
Okay.
Twilight Zone.
Okay.
And maybe The Office.
Okay.
Because those are, to begin with, I don't watch many TV shows.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to think. Like, I wish Portlandia was higher. What was it, like 89 or 98?
Yeah. I do. I like that show. I wish they would have had Community.
Well, that's a good show. Community would have made a top 10 list for me in terms of shows I watched, because that's.
But again, one of my number 1 shows of all times is The Sopranos. I'm glad that's on there. Besides that,
Family Matters wasn't on there.
Family Matters with Michael J. Fox.
What's the other show?
Wait, no. That's Family Ties. Family Matters is with Steve Urkel. Carl. Yeah. His dad, Carl. But anyways.
Carl.
I think
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Oh my gosh, I just love it. Yeah, I feel like that should have been on here. But again.
SpongeBob? No,
SpongeBob should be. SpongeBob should replace Sesame Street at number 33. For sure. For sure. Come on. No?
The only reason I think Sesame Street's on there is because of how influential it is. That's the only reason.
SpongeBob was an influential. How many memes do we have because of SpongeBob?
You know how many memes we have with Sesame Street?
None.
A lot.
We have a few. But where did memes start with? Where did memes start with? SpongeBob. You're welcome.
I'm thinking, have you ever seen the Big Bird one where it's like the kids were fast but Big Bird was faster? And it says 1978. He's like, what does 1978 mean? That's the kill streak he was on.
I remember. Memes make your life worse, but better. But anyways,
that was the funniest. That's the kids were fast but Big Bird was faster.
But anyways, it looks like we're coming to an end with this episode. Thank you all so very much for joining us here on the Dos Leches podcast, a perfect mixture between cream, cinnamon, and stupidity. I'm your host, Steven. Of course, road work ahead. I sure hope it does. Here with my co-host,
Lennon. Whoever drew that paper, your mom's a hoe.
And of course, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe this terrible episode to all the friends that you really hate and to the ones that you really love. Because nothing says I love you more than two brown guys talking about shows.
And making them suffer. Nothing shows friendship as suffering.
Yeah. So come join us next week. We're here every Tuesday, 7 a.m., both on YouTube and on... Oh my gosh. That's a fire helicopter. Whoa, we got sidetracked on this one. Anyways,
bye. Good luck.
Yeah, please again come and join us Tuesday 7 a.m. on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Music, YouTube, and pretty much anywhere where you can find podcasts. But if that's really it, we'll see you guys next week. Next week is the Mayweather versus Logan Paul podcast and the TikTok versus YouTuber podcast episode, where we're going to talk about a bunch of grown men punching each other.
Fighting a bunch of other grown men.
With only pants on.
With shorts on. Not pants. And they're shirtless.
And they have high top shoes.
And they have gloves.
Maybe gloves, maybe no gloves.
That'd be pretty cool if they didn't have gloves.
Maybe didn't have gloves. Maybe do this like...
Have you seen bare knuckle fights?
Yeah. There's a form of Muay Thai where you fight with like rope on your hand. Very cool. Very fire. Maybe we bring this back to a little classic blood sport. You know what I mean? A little bit of a kickboxer. 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Definitely not Kickboxer 4 though. Kickboxer 4 sucked. Kickboxer Retaliation, just as bad. John Claude Van Damme, if you're watching this, do not take every opportunity you're given. Just thought.
All right.
Not every script is good. Most of them are bad. Especially if they're hiring you. I love you though. You're very good.
But I also hate you.
You made me want to do the splits more. Made me want to do the splits and maybe wear Calvin Klein's.